Okay, good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to deliver one lecture topic regarding the mediastinum. Okay, this lecture is quite simple compared to the previous lecture that I have delivered previously. Okay, so before I'm going further to discuss on this topic, okay, I would like to introduce to you all what is actually the mediastinum. Okay, if you see from this picture, you can see in the middle part here, the green color area here is actually is the area of the mediastinum. It is a broad central partition, okay, in the middle, in the central, okay, central partition. It's separate through laterally placed pleural cavity. So you can see here on the right side, on the left side, we have the purple color structure here is the lung. So here, this is the pleural cavity. So the line here, you can see that. Okay, so it's separate two laterally placed pleural cavity. Okay, so you can see here we have the line, right? Okay, and this mediastinum, it extends from the sternum, okay, to the body of the vertebra. At the back here we have the body of the vertebra. Okay, at the front here we have the sternum. Okay. Okay. Above. Okay. Above. Actually, this is the view that you see from above. But if you see from the front, okay, and so the uppermost part, okay, the superior part, we have the thoracic aperture. Okay. Okay, we have the superior thoracic aperture, and this is extensions of the mediastinum from above to the down to the below part. Okay, so above, okay, the uppermost part, we have the superior thoracic aperture, and if you go down there, the lower limit is actually is the diaphragm. So there is the vertical extensions. Okay, the extent of the mediastinum. Okay, from front to the back, it's from the sternum to the body of the vertebra, from the sternum to the body of the vertebra, but from above to down part. Okay, so we have the upper limit is the superior thoracic aperture, and down there we have the diaphragm. Okay, that is the extensions of the mediastinum. Okay. Okay, what are the content of the mediastinums? Okay, the mediastinum, it contains the thymus gland, pericardial sac, pericardial sac. Okay, pericardial sac. It also contains the heart. So you can see here. So it contains the heart, right? Mediastinum. Okay, and then we have. Beside that, it also has a trachea. So you can see here. This is the trachea. Any medial structure, actually, any medial structure actually is located in the mediastinum. Okay, so you can we have the thymus gland. Okay, just to repeat back, I mentioned thymus gland, pericardial sacs, and the heart itself. You can see here, this is the heart, the trachea. Okay, and also the major arteries and the vein. Okay, because this major artery is located. This major arteries and the vein is located in the middle, right? So this structure actually is present inside the mediastinum. Okay. Okay, so just to recap back what I have mentioned earlier, the extensions of the mediastinum. So you can see here, this is the upper limit of the mediastinum. Above here, we have the superior thoracic aperture. Down here, we have the diaphragm. Okay, this is the broad central partition. Okay, broad central partition. Okay, the mediastinum. Okay, what is the function of the mediastinum? It serves as a passageway. Passageway channel passageway for the structure, shares as the esophagus, thoracic duct, and also the various component of the nervous system. Okay, so this structure will passing through the mediastinum, the esophagus, thoracic duct, and the other various component of the nervous system will passing through the mediastinum. Okay, and this structure traverse thorax on their way to abdomen. Okay, you know that the esophagus is begin at the neck level, right? So you're going down to the abdominal level. So it need to pass through the mediastinum. Okay. Same thing also happened to the other structure. Okay. Okay, the mediastinum. The mediastinum is subdivided into several smaller regions. Okay. How we divide the mediastinum? Okay, we draw a transverse plane. Okay, this is the transverse plane. If you see here, this is the transverse plane. It extend from the sternal angle. So in front here, we have the sternal angle. Okay, and we draw from here, from the sternal angle to the IV disc, intervertebral disc. So you can see the blue color line here. It's actually is the intervertebral disc between the thoracic vertebra number 4 and number 5. Okay, so we draw a line here. So we draw a transverse plane. So that is how we divide the mediastinum. Okay. Actually, the purpose of drawing the transverse plane here, we divide the mediastinum into the superior mediastinum and also the inferior mediastinum. Okay. Okay. We divide the above here, we have the superior mediastinum. Down here, we have the inferior mediastinum. Okay. For the inferior mediastinums, so we divide this inferior mediastinum into a several partition. Okay, several partition. How we divide it? By the presence of the pericardial sac. Okay, so due to the presence of the pericardial sacs, so we have this inferior mediastinum is divided into 3 portions. Okay, due to the pericardial sacs. Right? I hope you know what is the pericardial sacs. Pericardial sac is that is a part cover the heart, right? Okay. So we have the anterior mediastinum. So you can see here, this is the dark color green here. It represents the anterior mediastinum, and the blue color area here is represent the middle mediastinum, and the back here is represent the posterior mediastinum, the light color green here. Okay, so the pericardial sacs that cover the heart. This is the pericardial sacs. In here is the heart. Pericardial sacs here. It actually it divide this inferior mediastinum into 3 parts. Okay, the pericardial sacs. Okay, this is the line of the pericardial sac. Okay. Okay. So what is the extension? Just now we have discussed on the extension of the mediastinum itself. Now we're going to discuss on the extension of each part of the mediastinum partition, small partition of the mediastinum. Okay. So for the anterior mediastinum, this is the anterior mediastinum, right? Okay. Okay, the anterior mediastinum is the area anterior to the pericardial sacs. Okay. Okay, the area the anterior to the pericardial sacs. So the anterior to the pericardial sacs, okay, this is the pericardial sacs. They covered the heart, right? Okay. Okay, and posterior to the body of the sternum. So in front here we have the body of the sternum. So you can see here. Okay, so in between these two structure, body of the sternum and also the pericardial sacs, we have the anterior mediastinum. Okay. And how about the posterior mediastinum? So this is the posterior mediastinum. It's the region posterior to the pericardial sacs. So this is the posterior line of the pericardial sacs. Okay. So the region posterior to the pericardial sac and the diaphragm. Okay, you can see here the diaphragm. Okay, and toward the back of the diaphragm we have the posterior mediastinum, and extend to the back here we have a what? This is the vertebra, body of the vertebra. So you can see here. Okay, this is the body of the vertebra. Okay, so the posterior boundary is formed by the body of the vertebra, and anterior boundary is by the here. This is the pericardial sac. Okay, and the middle mediastinum. Okay, the whole structure here is the middle mediastinum. Okay, the area in the middle. Okay, this is the middle mediastinum. Okay, which include the pericardial sac. Okay, the pericardial sacs include in the middle mediastinum. Okay, and its content. Okay, yeah, I hope you clear with my explanation just now. Okay, middle mediastinum. Okay, middle mediastinum is centrally located in the thoracic cavity. It's centrally located. It contains the pericardium. Okay, it contains the pericardium. So you can see here. Okay, this is the pericardium. Okay, that cover the heart, right? Okay, and inside here we have the heart, and then we have the origin of the great vessel, the various nerve and smaller vessels. So these are the content of the middle mediastinum. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to discuss one by one what are the structure that present inside the middle mediastinum. Okay. The first one is the pulmonary trunk. Okay. The pulmonary trunk. Okay. You can see here the green color. The green. Sorry. Not green. The purple. Okay. I would like to correct my words again. The purple color vessel here. Okay. Actually it represent the pulmonary trunk. So you can see here the pulmonary trunk. Okay, the pulmonary trunk it covered by the pericardial sac. It contained within the pericardial sacs. You can see here, covered by the pericardial sac. It is covered by the visceral layer of the serous pericardium. Okay, it is covered by the visceral layer of the serous pericardium. Okay. The pulmonary trunk it is associated with the ascending aorta in a common sheet. If you see here, we have on on the right side here. Okay, right side here we have on the right side to the pulmonary trunk we have a ascending aorta, right? So it is covered in a common sheet. Okay, it is covered with a common sheet share with the aorta, ascending aorta. Okay, covered. Okay, the pulmonary trunk covered with a common sheet. Okay. The pulmonary trunk, it is arises from the conus arteriosus. I hope you know what is the conus arteriosus. Maybe someone has telling you, explain you regarding what is the conus arteriosus. Okay, it arises from the conus arteriosus of the right ventricle. So these are the first structure that present in the middle mediastinum, the pulmonary trunk. Okay. Pulmonary trunk, okay, it is divided into right pulmonary artery and the left pulmonary artery. Okay, definitely the right pulmonary artery. Okay, right pulmonary artery will enter into the right lung, left pulmonary artery will enter into the left lung. Okay, the second structure that present in the middle mediastinum is ascending aorta. Okay, so you can see here on the right side to the pulmonary trunk, we have the ascending aorta. It also covered content within the pericardial sac. Okay. Okay, it is covered by the visceral layer of the serous pericardium. The origin of ascending aorta is the aortic orifice at the base of the left ventricle. I hope you know where is the aortic orifice. Okay, and we also have the other arteries that also present in the middle mediastinum. Okay, for example, here we have the superior vena cava. So you can see here, this is the superior vena cava. Inferior half of it is located within the pericardial sacs. So inferior half of the superior vena cava is located within the pericardial sacs. Okay, this is the superior vena cava. And for the inferior vena cava, this is superior vena cava. This is the inferior vena cava. Okay, the short portion of this vessel, short portion here. Okay, within the pericardial sacs before it enter into the right atrium. Okay. So these are the other vasculature of the that present in the middle mediastinum. And the other vessel that also present in the mediastinum is a pulmonary vein. Okay, this is pulmonary vein. We have 4 pulmonary vein here. Okay, it's a very short segment of each pulmonary vein is also within the pericardial sac. Short segment of the pulmonary vein that also present within the pericardial sacs. Okay. Okay, just now we have discussed on the structure that presents in the middle mediastinum. Now we're going to discuss on the structure that presents in the not only okay, we start to discuss on the boundary first. Okay, the boundary of the superior mediastinum. Okay. Okay, the superior mediastinum Okay, superior mediastinum. It is located posterior to the medial rim of the sternum. So if you see here, this is the medial rim of the sternum. So the superior mediastinum is located behind, okay, posterior to this medial rim of the sternum. Okay. And also it is located toward the back here. Toward the back, it is located anterior to the body of the first four thoracic vertebra, from the vertebra number 1 until vertebra number 4. If you see from this early picture that I have shown earlier, so you can see here from vertebra number 1 to vertebra number 4, there is the extension, the posterior boundary of the superior mediastinum. Okay. Uh, how about the superior boundary? There is the entry. There is the anterior boundary. The thing that I have mentioned just now is the anterior boundary and posterior boundary. How about the superior boundary? Okay, superior boundary is there is an oblique plane just passing from jugular notch. This is the jugular notch passing from here upward and going up from the jugular notch upward and posterior to the superior border of the vertebra number 1, T1. Okay, going upward lah. The boundary is going upward. If you see from this picture, okay, going upward, right? From here, from the jugular notch toward the superior, okay, superior border of the vertebra thoracic number 1. Okay, that is the superior boundary of the superior mediastinum. Okay, inferiorly definitely is a transverse plane that we draw just now. Okay, the final transverse plane is passing from the standard angle, okay, toward going to the back here. The IVDs, intervertebral disc between the vertebra number 4 and vertebra number 5. Okay. Transverse plane, it's spread lah from the inferior. Below here we have the inferior mediastinum. Okay, laterally it is bordered by the mediastinal part of the parietal pleura on the other side. Okay, we have the parietal pleura lah, mediastinal part of parietal pleura on the other side, laterally. Okay, on the lateral side. That is the boundary of the superior mediastinum. Okay, superior mediastinum definitely is continuous with the neck. Okay, above the superior, the superior mediastinum we have the neck, right? Okay, above here we have the neck. Okay, continues with the neck superiorly, and also it continues with the inferior mediastinum inferiorly. Okay, continues with the inferior mediastinum inferiorly. Okay, these are the major structure that can be found in the superior mediastinums. Okay, the thymus, right and left brachioclavicular vein, left superior intercostal vein, superior vena cava, aorta, 3 large branches. Okay, the trachea, esophagus, phrenic nerve, vagus nerve, left recurrent laryngeal branch of the left vagus nerve, thoracic duct, and other small nerve, blood vessel, and also the peak. So these are the major structure that can be found in the superior mediastinum. Okay, now we're going to discuss one by one. Okay, by one of each of the structure that I have highlighted just now. Okay, the first structure is thymus. Okay, you can see here. So this is the thymus lah. Okay, so this is the one the transverse plane that we draw. Okay, that divide between the superior mediastinum and inferior mediastinum. So part of the thymus is located in the superior mediastinum. Okay, most of the anterior component of the the thymus is the most of the anterior component of the superior mediastinum. Okay, so mean that the thymus is located at the anterior part lah. Okay, most of the anterior component of the superior mediastinum is the thymus. Okay, so the thymus is just lie posterior to the medial of the sternum, means that it's located behind, just behind the medial of the sternum. Okay, the thymus itself, it is asymmetric. So you can see here is asymmetry. Okay, it's not the shape is not similar lah. Okay, bilobe structure. Okay, bilobe structure. Okay, the arterial supply of the thymus, it received the blood supply from the small branches that originated from the internal thoracic artery. Okay, this is the view from superiorly lah. Okay, so you can see here this is the thymus lah. Okay. Okay, so it received small branches that originated from the internal thoracic artery. The venous drainage, okay, it will drain into a left brachiocephalic vein and also the internal thoracic vein. Okay. Okay, the second structure that present inside the superior mediastinum is the right and left brachiocephalic vein. Okay, you can see here, this is the right brachiocephalic vein. This is the left brachiocephalic vein. Okay, so the right and left brachiocephalic vein is located posterior to the thymus. If you see from the early picture that I have shown you now, whenever you remove the thymus, so you can see this vein. Okay. Okay. The right and left brachiocephalic vein is formed on each side at the junction between the internal jugular vein, internal jugular and subclavian vein. Okay. 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 Just now, what I mentioned just now, the okay, the brachiocephalic vein is formed on each side at the junction between the internal jugular vein and also the subclavian vein. Okay, so if you see here, so now I would like to show you how actually this brachiocephalic vein is being formed. So this is the subclavian vein, and this is the internal jugular vein. So whenever these two veins is combined together, it will form the brachiocephalic vein. Okay. That is how the brachiocephalic vein is being formed. And the left brachiocephalic vein is crosses midline. So you can see here it crosses midline, right? Okay, from the left toward the right. Okay, and join the right brachiocephalic vein to form the superior vena cava. So you have the superior vena cava here. Okay. And then the third structure that present in the superior mediastinum is the left superior intercostal vein. Okay, left superior intercostal vein. So you can see here, this is the left superior intercostal vein. Okay, and the left superior intercostal vein, it receives the venous drainage from the second, third, and fourth posterior intercostal vein. Okay, okay, second, third, and fourth superior posterior intercostal vein. And also from the left bronchial vein, and also it also receives a venous drainage from the left pericardiosphrenic vein. Okay, so you can see here, this is the posterior intercostal vein. This is the posterior this is the posterior intercostal vein. Okay, so it will drain into the left superior intercostal vein. Okay. Okay, you can see here, this is the intercostal vein, posterior intercostal vein. It will drain into the left superior intercostal vein. Okay, so inferiorly, okay, so you can see here, it inferiorly, this vein is connected with the accessory hemiazygous vein. So going down here, it is connected with the hemiazygous vein. Okay, the superior hemiazygous vein. Yeah, with the accessory hemiazygous vein, superior hemiazygous vein. Okay, okay. This is the posterior intercostal vein that drain into the left superior intercostal vein. Okay. Okay, we also have the other vessels that present in the superior mediastinum. The superior vena cava, the superior vena cava is going up, right? So it is also located in the superior mediastinum, superior half lah, superior half. The arch of aorta, okay, the arch of aorta and its branches. So the arch of aorta it begin when the ascending aorta emerge from the pericardial sacs lah. Okay. Begin when the ascending aorta emerge from the pericardial sacs, it goes upward. You can see here the arch aorta it goes upward, right, and backward, going down, going back, okay, toward the left, okay, going to the left. Okay, this is the arch of aorta that also presents in the superior mediastinums. Okay, the arch of aorta it end on the left side. Okay, because it's cross toward the left side. Okay, go to the left. It ends at the level of the between the T4 and T5 lah, arch of aorta. So there are three branches that arises from the superior border on its superior border. So you can see here there are three vessels, the artery that arises from the superior border of the arch of aorta. We have the brachiocephalic trunk. We have the left common carotid artery, and then we also have the left we have the brachiocephalic trunk. We have the left common carotid artery and the left subclavian vein. Okay, these are the three artery that arises from the superior border of the arch of aorta. Okay. And the other structure that also present in the superior mediastinum is a ligamentum arteriosum. Okay, so you can see here, this is the ligamentum arteriosum. Okay, just now that I mentioned is a brachiocephalic trunk, left common carotid artery, and also the left subclavian artery arises from the superior border of the arch of aorta. We also have the ligamentum arteriosum. Okay, yeah, that also present in the superior mediastinum. Okay, ligamentum arteriosum is important in embryonic circulation. Okay, it is important in embryonic circulation. When it is a pattern vessel, so it is actually it's a ductus arteriosus lah. Ductus arteriosus. Okay, in the embryonic circulation. Okay, ductus arteriosus. And this vessel will be closed. Okay, ductus arteriosus will be closed soon after birth. Okay, whenever the baby is being born into the world, so the vessel will be closed lah. Okay, the ligamentum arteriosum will be closed. The ductus arteriosus will be closed, will form a ligamentum arteriosum later. Okay. Okay, it form the ligamentum, ligamentous lah, ligament lah connections observed in the adult. Okay. The vessel will be closed. The ductus arteriosus will be closed whenever the baby is born. Okay, and then later it will become a ligamentum arteriosum. Okay. Okay, so the other structure that also present in the superior mediastinum is a trachea and also the esophagus. Okay, so you can see here, this is the esophagus, right? Okay, this is the trachea. Sorry, I correct my word. This is the trachea and this is the esophagus. Okay, the trachea is located anterior to the esophagus. Okay, so I correct back my word. Okay, this is the trachea. Okay, the trachea, and at the back to the trachea we have the esophagus. Okay, so I have correct my words again. Here trachea, this is the esophagus. Okay, so esophagus is located behind the trachea. Okay. Okay, that is the other two structure that also present in the superior mediastinum. Okay, the trachea. Okay, we try to highlight on the trachea first. Okay, this is the trachea. It is a midline structure. Okay, the midline structure, and it's a palpable in the jugular notch. So you can feel the trachea whenever you press on the jugular notch. Press on the neck on the jugular notch. Okay, you can feel the trachea. Okay, this is the trachea. Okay, the trachea. Okay. Okay, and then the esophagus at the back, toward the back here we have the esophagus. This is the esophagus. Okay. Okay. Esophagus is located posterior to the trachea. In front here we have the trachea. Back here we have the esophagus. Okay. Located posterior to the trachea, and it is located anterior to the vertebral column. So at the back of the esophagus here we have the vertebral column. Okay. And the other structure that also present in the superior mediastinum is the nerve of the superior mediastinum. Okay, we have the vagus nerve. Okay, okay. If you see from this picture, you can see here. This is the vagus nerve. It's passed through the superior, superior and posterior division of the mediastinum from the superior mediastinum and going down here toward the posterior division of the mediastinum on their way to the abdominal. So you can see here, this is the pathway of the vagus nerve going down. Okay, from the superior mediastinum and going to the back and the posterior mediastinum. Okay, and then it going to the abdominal cavity. Okay, we have two vagus nerve. We have the right vagus nerve and the left vagus nerve. So this picture to show you the left vagus nerve, and this another picture just to show you the right vagus nerve. Okay, so you can see here, this is the left vagus nerve. Okay. Okay, the other nerve that also present in the superior mediastinum is a phrenic nerve. The phrenic nerve, it descends to the thorax to supply the motor and sensory innervation to the diaphragm. Okay, so it has a dual nerve supply, okay, motor and sensory to the diaphragm, the phrenic nerve, and it's an associated membrane. Okay, there are two phrenic nerve. We have the right phrenic nerve and also the left phrenic nerve. Okay, if you see from this picture, okay, this is the right phrenic nerve. Okay, you can see here going from the superior mediastinum toward down here. Okay, and then it reach the diaphragm, right? Supply to the diaphragm, supply the diaphragm. Okay, and then we have on the this is the right phrenic nerve, and on the left side we have the left phrenic nerve. Okay, going here and going down to supply to the diaphragm. And the other structure that also presents in the superior mediastinum is thoracic duct. Okay, you can see here, this is the thoracic duct. It's a major lymphatic vessel in the body. Okay, passes through the posterior portion of the posterior mediastinum. Posterior portions of the superior mediastinum. So it is located at the back of the superior mediastinum. Okay. Okay, just now we have discussed on the structure that presents in the superior mediastinum. Now we're going to the more posterior mediastinum. So you can see here, this picture just to show you, okay, the different part, the different portion of the mediastinum. We have the superior mediastinum, anterior mediastinum, middle mediastinum, and posterior mediastinum. Okay, now we're going to discuss on the posterior mediastinum. Okay. Where is the location of the posterior mediastinum? It is posterior to the pericardial sacs. Okay, in front here we have the pericardial sacs. Okay, and also it's located behind or posterior to the diaphragm. Okay, at the back there, at the back here, okay, the posterior boundary we have the bodies of the mid and lower thoracic vertebra. Okay, bodies of the mid and lower thoracic vertebra. And superior boundary definitely is a transverse plane that we draw. Okay, that this transverse plane is passing through the standard angle toward the IV disc between the T4 and T5. Okay, this is the intervertebral disc between the T4 and T5. Okay, and its inferior boundary is a diaphragm. Okay, below here we have a diaphragm. And laterally, it is bordered by the mediastinal part of the vital pleura on the other side. Okay, laterally. And superiorly, we have superiorly this posterior mediastinum will continues with the superior mediastinum. So you can see here, this posterior mediastinum, it is continues with the superior mediastinum. Okay. Okay, in the posterior mediastinum, these are the major structure that present in the posterior mediastinum, which include the esophagus and its associated nerve plexus, thoracic aorta and its branches, azygous system of vein, thoracic duct and associated lymph node, sympathetic trunk, and also the thoracic splenic nerve. So these are the major structure that present in the posterior mediastinum. Okay, now we're going to discuss one by one of each of the structure that I mentioned just now. Okay, the thoracic aorta. Okay, thoracic aorta. Okay, thoracic aorta, you can see here, this is the thoracic portion of the descending aorta lah. Okay, thoracic portions of the descending aorta. Okay, the thoracic aorta begin at the lower edge of the vertebra number 4. Okay, it continues with the this thoracic aorta, it continues with the arch aorta. You can see here, arch aorta. Okay, this is the thoracic aorta. Okay, this thoracic aorta, it ends at the anterior to the lower edge of the vertebra number 12. It ends here. Okay, anterior to the lower edge of the vertebra number 12, T12. Okay, from here toward here. That is the level. Okay, the second component of the structure that present in the posterior mediastinum is the azygous system of the vein. Okay. Okay, it consists of series of longitudinal. So you can see here, you see a constant of the series of the longitudinal vessel on each side. Okay, we have on the right side, we have on the left side. It drains blood from the body. Okay, this azygous system of the vein will drain into a superior. You can see here, this we have the opening of the azygous vein into the superior vena cava. So you can see here, we have the opening there. Okay, so it will drain into the superior vena cava. It will empty into the superior vena cava. Major vein in this system are azygous vein. Okay, on the right side we have the azygous vein. Okay, okay. On the left side we have the hemiazygous vein. Okay, hemiazygous vein. You can see here hemiazygous vein, and also accessory hemiazygous vein. Okay, there is the azygous system of the vein present in the posterior mediastinum. And the other structure that also present in the posterior mediastinum is thoracic duct. Okay, so you can see here, this is the green color vessel here is the thoracic duct. Okay, the principal channel through which the lymph from the most of the body is returned to the venous system. Okay, the principal channel to the which lymph from most of the body will be returned into the venous system. Okay, so this thoracic duct, it receives content from the confluence of the lymph trunk in the abdomen. Okay, descending thoracic lymph trunk draining lower 6 or 7 intercostal space on both sides. Okay, upper intercostal lymph trunk draining upper left 5 or 6 intercostal space, duct from the posterior mediastinal node and duct from the posterior diaphragmatic node. So this thoracic duct, the green color vessel that it received from this from this structure. Okay, and then we have the sympathetic trunk also present in the posterior mediastinums. The important component of the sympathetic part of the autonomic division of the PNS is a peripheral nervous system. Okay, it consists of two parallel. So you can see here we have on the right side, we have on the left side. This is the sympathetic trunk. Okay, and slightly dilated portion here is actually represent the sympathetic ganglion. Okay, consists of two parallel cord punctuated by 11 to 12 ganglia. So you can see here ganglion is a singular, ganglia is a plural. Okay, we have the ganglion, sympathetic ganglion. Okay, the dilated portion. Ganglia are connected to the adjacent thoracic spinal nerve by white and gray rami communicantors. Okay, I think this part you have discussed in your CNS block before. Okay, the number of the sympathetic trunk is numbered according to the thoracic spinal nerve with which they are associated. Okay, so you can see here, this is the thoracic spinal nerve. So that is the way we uh, uh, numbered according to the thoracic spinal nerve with which that it is associated. Okay, so we have discussed on the structure that present in the posterior mediastinum. Now we're going to the anterior mediastinum. Okay, anterior mediastinum is located posterior to the body of the sternum. So in front here we have the body of the sternum. Okay, so behind the body of the sternum, we have the anterior mediastinum, and the anterior mediastinum is also located anterior to the pericardial sac. So this is the pericardial sac. Okay, okay, the pericardial sac. Okay, okay. Behind the anterior mediastinum, we have the pericardial sac. Okay, superior boundary is a transverse plane that passing from the accident angle to the IVDs between the vertebra number 4 and number 5 that I have explained before. And this transverse plane is separated from the superior mediastinum. Okay, and its inferior boundary is a diaphragm. Below here we have a diaphragm. Laterally, it is bordered by the mediastinal part of the parietal pleura on the other side. Okay, we have the parietal pleura on the other side. There is the lateral boundary. Okay, I hope you all enjoy with my presentation just now. Okay, good luck for exam. Thank you. That's all.